Hello and welcome to this video. Today we're taking a look at multicharts.net, the starter edition of Multicharts, which is absolutely free for you to use. What we're going to take a look at today within Multicharts is the Trading Dome window. Now we've previously looked at the Trading Dome window, just a quick overview of it, kind of how it's laid out, how it works, what you can do with it. What we're going to do today is go a little bit more in depth. We're going to actually place some orders and show you how to quickly place certain orders within there. We're going to focus today on what is called a breakout order or a breakout strategy. So we're going to go ahead and go to the File menu here. This is to open up a Trading Dome. We'll then go to New. This is going to list all the different windows that we can go open up here. We're going to use the Dome window option here, so DOM, which stands for Depth of Market. So I'm going to open that up here, and that will bring that up for us. Now what I can do, again, in the last video, if you did view it, you can see that it is free floating. It's not attached to multicharts.net essentially. So what we're going to do is we're going to minimize multicharts just to kind of have it out of the way here, since our focus today is on this Trading Dome. So you can see we are connected here. I'm connected to a rhythmic connection here, and you can see that we do have quotes coming through. We're just looking at the E-mini S&P 500 today as an example. And we see if we're kind of in this regular mode here, we have a few different options here at the bottom. We have place order and then exit strategy. So to start off with here, we're just going to talk about the place order function. Now there are a lot of different pre-configured options here that we can use. And you can see we can even use this arrow here to kind of choose what we want to start out with. Now if you mouse over these, it will give you an explanation. So for example, this one here is breakout up fade strategy here, and we'll go through some of these in a separate video as well. Today what we're going to focus on is the BRK symbol here, or the breakout strategy. So essentially what this does is this allows us to take advantage of a breakout situation. So if the market was ranging within a specified period and we thought it was going to break out pretty soon, but we didn't know which way necessarily, so we didn't know if it was going to break out to the upside or the downside, we can actually place orders to bracket the market. So what that lets us do is, when the market does break out, it will automatically enter into a position in that direction. So what we can do is we can actually use this for a quick way to place those breakout orders. So for example, if I just kind of drag this here and then place it here on our chart, this allows us to place that. Now we have it so we can alter it here, so I can set the offset here, so for how far above the market and below the market I want to place those. So breakout up here at 10 ticks above current price, or above this price here, and breakout down at 10 ticks below. And you can do those independently, so we could have one at a higher interval than the other if we wanted to. So let's just go ahead and place that, see what it looks like. You'll see we do place those two different orders. So both orders here, we have stop orders in this case. So we have a sell stop, so that when the market hits below this area here around the 1633, it will enter into a short position. If the market were to head up to a 1638 and a quarter area, it would actually buy there. So if the market broke out of this area and headed in one of those directions, we'd be covered either way. So you can see how quick you can do that with the Trading Dome here, just using that breakout order here. So again, what we can do in this case is essentially just drag this breakout order up, place the strategy here, and you can see those orders are automatically there. So that gives us a quick way to do that. Now, what were to happen if we were to get into one of these strategies here, or one of these positions here? So for example, if I just drag this down here and we actually get into the market, what you can do in this case here, and I'll just drag this here a little bit further, and what will happen is it will just initiate that position. So it won't necessarily place a stop loss or a profit target or anything like that for us. So just keep that in mind when you place just this breakout order here, that's what's going to happen in that case. So you'll see we just actually entered into a position here. So you can see we are long one. But it's a naked position here. So if we wanted to place a stop loss, we'd have to do that here. And a profit target, we'd have to do that here as well after the fact. But with the Trading Dome, what we can do is we can actually place an exit strategy automatically onto both of those orders for the breakout situation, so that you don't have to scramble to set up your stop loss and profit targets. So I'm going to go ahead and close out there of our position, cancel those orders. So what we can do is we can use these different exit strategies here at the bottom. So if I just take a look, you can see we have some that are just a stop loss. We have some that initiate trailing stops, for example. We even have a break-even strategy. And we'll go through some of those in other videos as well, just like we will with those breakout and fade options here. Now what I'm going to focus on here is just a traditional bracket order, so a profit target and a stop loss here. And what we can do is we can actually edit this. So if I right mouse click here and select to edit, we can set our profit target and stop loss based on a specific offset here. So I have 10 ticks offset. We even see we have some more parameters we can adjust here if we wanted to. What I can do, for example, is I could set maybe like we'll just say an 8 tick profit target, and we'll say an 8 tick stop loss. Of course, you can adjust that to whatever you want, and those are independent as well, so I could have something smaller or larger. They don't have to be the same. Now you have an option to auto attach orders. I'm going to just save this for now, but if I were to want to use these bracket orders, what I can do is I can say auto attach as exit strategy. So if I set that up, you can see that there is a green checkbox there. We can also pause it if we don't want to use that, but once that green checkbox is kind of activated, if we place an order here, whether it were to be a sell order here or a buy order, it would attach those. Or if we use one of these a little bit more complex order situations here, like this breakout strategy. So now if I get into a breakout strategy here, you see that we not only have these options, but we also have what are going to be deployed. And you can see that here by the kind of semi-transparent orders that you see on our dome. So for example, since this is a breakout strategy, if the market were to head upwards and we would hit the 1637 and 3/4 area, we would buy. And then you see we would have a profit target here already deployed and a stop loss that is already deployed. So these aren't active yet, so nothing's going to happen here if we hit this 1635 and 3/4 area. But as soon as we were to get into a position here with a long position, if the market were to get above or at this 1637 and 3/4 area, then those bracket orders here, that profit target, this green one and this red one here, would initiate, and those would be there protecting our position automatically, so that you don't have to scramble again just to place those orders. So it's pretty intelligent in how that works. So that's just kind of a quick overview on how to use those bracket orders, and also how to use the bracket orders as far as the exit strategy goes. So you can automate some of those situations, get into the market as far as those breakout areas. And some other videos, we're also going to talk about fade strategies. We're going to talk about kind of a mixture between those as well, a breakout up or a fade strategy area there. And we'll go through the details of those just to kind of make those a little bit more clear as well. If you have any questions about what we talked about today, please feel free to visit our website at www.optimusfutures.com or give us a call.